Get ready with me while I take the next couple minutes to tell you about the time that I lost my kidney. If it's not obvious already, my sister and I are best friends, and of course, it started off that way too. It was on one random night that our parents just decided to go out for a dinner date, and of course, we were just not having it. I remember prior to that night that I was complaining about stomach pain to my mom, but it would go away, and then it would come back, and then it would go away, so I didn't think anything of it, and I don't think she did either. So that night, I just decided to, lie a little bit and say that my stomach is hurting to see if they would come home. Just as my sister and I suspected, they came home right away. Our babysitter called and told them that I am just not feeling good and that they just have to come home and be with us. Looking back, I realize how terrible that is, but kind of a blessing in disguise. The second my parents got home, my mom started to check me and she started to realize that I actually did have a really high fever and my stomach started to really hurt that night. She started to press around my stomach and she felt a lump. In my head, I was laughing because little did she know we planned this entire thing. After a little bit, my fever just started to get worse, and honestly, the pain got really bad too. Of course, my parents rushed me over to the ER and they started to run a lot of tests on me, and of course, things came back really bad. After receiving the terrible news that my body had developed a double hernia, that more tests had to be done because they were showing signs of kidney failure. This tragic news was definitely so devastating to my parents and really scary for me. To this day, I still remember a lot of the tests that were done. My parents were advised that the best thing to do was to remove the kidney that was not functioning well and to repair the 2 hernias underneath my stomach lining. A few months after my kidney removal and double hernia repairment, I began to feel so much better. I healed very quickly and began to live life like a normal